So there's just been a massive announcement that could seriously impact anyone looking to get their citizenship in Portugal and retire there or the EU. Now, just a few days ago, I made a video outlining why it's more important than ever before to begin working on your second citizenship and passport before requirements become tougher. And now, as of this Monday, June 23rd, Portugal has announced potential plans to make it so that you need to wait 10 years from the date you get your residency to then apply for a Portuguese citizenship. Now, this proposal is coming directly from the Prime Minister, and it's been something that's been in talks for a little while now. Now, the bill still has to head to the Assembly, it still has to be voted on, so it hasn't passed yet, but it's looking extremely likely to pass. And so I wanted to update you guys as quickly as possible on what the proposed changes are and how this could impact anyone potentially going for something like the Portuguese Golden Visa or looking to get their Portuguese citizenship as a path to retiring and living in the EU. Let's get to it. And so on June 23rd, like I mentioned, the government has basically proposed a bill that is looking to lengthen the amount of legal residency time required for people to obtain their Portuguese citizenship. So under this new plan, they want to move from 5 years all the way up to 10 years for the amount of time required for you to wait from obtaining your residency to then applying for citizenship. Now, importantly, this is from the date you get your residency card. It is not going to be from the date you start your application. So really, this could be even longer than an actual 10-year period. On top of that, the bill wants people to now have more Portuguese language proficiency and a cultural understanding. So it really is looking like this bill intends to lengthen the amount of time and also make it so you have to really learn Portuguese and actually intend on living there, moving there, integrating with the culture. Now, this bill also proposes that if you're coming from a Portuguese-speaking country, like Brazil, for example, you have to wait 7 years, not the 10 years. But again, it wants to lengthen the amount of time before you can apply for citizenship. Now, again, this is coming directly from the Prime Minister. It's looking very likely to pass, although they haven't exactly clarified yet how this will impact current or future Portuguese Golden Visa applicants. Again, this bill hasn't passed quite yet, but it is definitely a sign of the sentiment in Portugal, and it is certainly a worrisome sign if you're looking to get your Portuguese citizenship and you were hoping to do that in just 5 years. And so why might the Portuguese government be doing this? Well, guys, in my opinion, and from a lot of what I've read online, this is really just a sign of the times. Again, like I mentioned in my last video, we're seeing countries starting to slowly crack down on various CBI programs, and countries themselves are kind of changing their sentiment where they want people coming to that country to actually integrate there. People in Portugal also seem quite happy about this bill and are quite unhappy in general with how things have gone over the last few years. Again, I'm generalizing here, but a lot of people in Portugal are unhappy about rising real estate costs, too much immigration, and again, a lot of countries recently, they're becoming more self-focused and they kind of want to pump the brakes a little bit on rampant immigration. And again, you really can't blame the citizens of Portugal because again, a lot of them are unhappy. The sentiment behind this bill seems quite positive, and it looks like people have been asking for this for quite a while. And so what does this mean for you if you're potentially considering something like the Portuguese Golden Visa, or you're in the process right now, or you're just looking to get your Portuguese citizenship as a path to living there or as a way to potentially move to the EU? Well, again, first off, we have to wait for some more information from the government regarding the Portuguese Golden Visa and how this new bill, if it's passed into law, could potentially impact that process. Now, I don't think something like this bill passing will completely kill the Portuguese Golden Visa program. And like I mentioned in my last video, Portugal's actually planning some more tax incentives to the Golden Visa program to still make it compelling and to attract more applicants. On top of that, people who really want to live in Portugal and they want to live in the EU, they might not necessarily care if they have to wait 5 years or 10 years. So for serious applicants who actually want to integrate into the Portuguese culture, this might not make that much of a difference. Really, it's clear that this bill is targeting people who want to fast-track their Portuguese citizenship, get a passport, and then leverage that passport for business purposes or tax purposes without really integrating into Portugal. So if you are on a timeline, if this describes you, this bill is definitely not good news. But again, if you're planning to just move to Portugal and retire there, and you don't really care how long it takes to actually get your citizenship, this might not really impact you that much. I'll keep you guys updated on this development. I'll post some links down below as well for you guys to read the recent news. Honestly, it's very interesting. Again, it's kind of a sign of the times. We're seeing a lot of countries kind of clamp down on this sort of fast-tracking your citizenship process. And it looks like Portugal is joining these countries. I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think this will severely hurt the Golden Visa program or just people moving to Portugal in general? Do you agree with this bill? Does it frustrate you? I'm curious what you guys think, so you can let me know down in the comments. I know this was a quicker video, but I wanted to update you guys on some of these changes because they just happened on Monday, so I'll also be updating you guys over the next few months how this all plays out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day and week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.